All right, let's get this show started!
Marvin Vettori isn't making any excuses for his loss to Roman Dolidze in the UFC Vegas 104 main event. Following a 21-month layoff, Vettori returned to action and battled it out with Dolidze over 5 rounds in a rematch after the Italian Dream won their first encounter back in 2023. This time around, it was Dolidze who got the better of the striking exchanges before ultimately earning a unanimous decision, with all 3 judges scoring the fight 49-46 in his favor. After the loss, Vettori took to Instagram stories to express his thoughts on the fight.
Yep. Nothing too bad, just some cuts and bruises. Man, life sometimes shows you that even you give your heart out and everything you got, you still fall short. That was a close fight, almost had him on the 3rd, but I guess it wasn't enough. And yeah, man, I don't even know what to say. Just thank you to ATT, the best in the world, bro. Thank you, Dan, Mike, Makahan, Mako, JJ, everybody, bro. Even all the sparring partners helping me out. Love you, bro. Love you guys. And thank you, UFC. What the fuck can I say, bro? I don't know. That's it.
Merab DVALISHVILI achieved more than a successful title defense at UFC 311. After a series of late-round takedowns against Umar Nurmagomedov, Merab surpassed Georges St-Pierre at the UFC's all-time takedown leader, 92. St-Pierre secured 90 takedowns during his UFC Hall of Fame run and still holds the all-time welterweight record with 87. Merab attended UFC Vegas 104 at the Apex on Saturday night to support his fellow countryman Roman Dolidze, who was competing in the main event. DVALISHVILI and St-Pierre shared a lively conversation cage-side while both were in attendance, and GSPS passed the torch to the UFC's new takedown king.
I want to tell you again, it was your record, now it's my record.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You do it better than anyone. You're the king at this, man.
We are the 2 of the guys who was the most takedown.
Most takedown, yeah. The record are made to be broken.
I'm a big fan of yours, and I love your fighting style.
Thank you. Georgian people are very tough. A lot of Georgian guys helped me with my wrestling back home, so I'm very happy that you represented.
Here's a UFC duo you probably didn't see coming: Justin Gaethje and Paulo Costa. The 2 fan favorites have been seen training together in Colorado, and Gaethje wasn't just there to watch. He was putting money on the line. While Costa grappled with a training partner, Gaethje threw out a friendly wager, offering Costa $100 if he could pull off a submission. Costa wasted no time getting the job done and submitting his partner with a guillotine to claim the prize.
Choke his ass. Choke him, Paulo. Choke him. Choke him. Choke, yeah, $100. $100. Yes! Yes! $100.
Nate Diaz wants to make a UFC return and fight for a title one last time. Diaz's last fight inside the UFC octagon came all the way back in 2022, a 4th-round submission win over Tony Ferguson. The Stockton native has remained busy, primarily inside the boxing ring since then, dropping a unanimous decision to Jake Paul, before bouncing back with the majority decision win over Jorge Masvidal. Speaking in between tokes via the Full Violence YouTube channel, Nate was asked what's next for his illustrious career and whether he's open to a return to the UFC. He said, "Well, everybody's boring right now, so I'm trying to do other shit for the moment. But like, I want to go back and get a UFC title. I don't want to fight for nothing, you know? I want to fight for something. Right now, there's nobody out there that's at, like, who's the champion right now? That's what I'm saying. It's about buzz and who's popping and who's doing something. Right now, there's nobody doing shit in the UFC. Nobody excites me. That's why I'm not in there right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. I'm hoping for something. There's no buzz. Nobody's doing shit. There's nobody to fight. Everybody is whack. Every single body in boxing and MMA." A video has emerged of Glover Teixeira approaching Magomed Ankalaev in 2021, telling him he would one day be a champion. In a twist of irony, Ankalaev indeed became a champion after defeating Teixeira's close friend, Alex Pereira.
And then you're going to take over later next year.
So get it? Inshallah, конечно.
Inshallah.
Фотку надо сделать.
Дай, Мухаммед.
Иншаллах, в следующем году, как ты станешь чемпионом, блядь.
Paddy, Pimblett, and Colby Covington had a not-so-friendly recent run-in at a power slap event. Pimblett is weeks away from the biggest fight of his UFC career against Michael Chandler at UFC 314. While in Las Vegas for a pre-fight press conference to promote the upcoming card, Pimblett and Covington briefly crossed paths after months of bad blood. During a recent vlog uploaded to his YouTube channel, Paddy explained how he and Colby crossed paths and claimed that chaos shit his pants during the run-in.
Both cool as f***. Then we ended up going to power slap Friday night. That was an experience. That was quite funny. Seeing people just get slapped, slap shady, put some kid fast asleep.
He doesn't know what day it is.
There was lots of other people in there, bumped into Theo Von, Bert Kreischer, had a laugh with them. Walked past Colby Covington, he stared at the floor, talks a big game online, gets his undies in person.
Someone has finally sent their son to Dagestan to train with UFC lightweight king Islam Makhachev. One of Islam's moments that went viral on social media was during his interview with Daniel Cormier in the lead up to UFC 302, where Makhachev claimed that in order for a child to get good wrestling skills, they should be sent to Dagestan for a period of 2 to 3 years.
If you want your son high-level wrestling, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
That's 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah, you're out of your mind. 2 weeks.
6 months, 2 weeks one time you can call him.
2 weeks.
It seems that someone has finally taken him up on the offer. On Sunday, Makhachev uploaded a video on his Instagram stories where he can be seen interacting with a young athlete from Spain who came to Dagestan to train with Team Khabib for multiple years.
I'm good. Amigo from Madrid. ¿Cómo estás, amigo?
Good, but so tired. So tired.
Right, tired?
The training of that
Barca number 1?
No. Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. First guy who come to Dagestan for how many?
Years. 2-3 years.
2-3 years. Send him to Dagestan.
Yes, of course.
What is her name?
Gonzalo.
UFC's frustration with ESPN grows after UFC 313 PPV failure, sparking major media rights speculation. Drama unfolded both inside and outside the octagon at UFC 313, but for many fans, the biggest fight of the night wasn't in the cage. It was against ESPN's pay-per-view system. Instead of knockouts, viewers were met with knockout error messages, preventing them from purchasing or accessing the broadcast. Social media turned into an all-out brawl, with fans demanding answers and refunds. The UFC itself is reportedly fuming at ESPN, fueling speculation that the promotion might be looking for a new broadcasting partner. A recent conversation on Against the Cage YouTube channel with Jake Arya and Eric Richter added further intrigue to the situation. UFC insiders suggested that Netflix has emerged as a frontrunner for an exclusive broadcasting deal. However, a major sticking point appears to be Netflix's hesitancy toward a traditional pay-per-view model. While the UFC wants to maintain PPV pricing, Netflix reportedly prefers an all-in-one subscription model, which could mark a major shift in how UFC events are delivered to fans. The UFC wants over $1 billion a year for its next media rights deal, further complicating negotiations and raising the stakes for potential partners. It has been reported that the UFC's deal with ESPN is set to expire by the end of the year, making it the search for a new broadcast partner even more urgent. If a deal were to materialize, it would represent a seismic shift in the sports streaming landscape. Netflix has steadily increased its presence in live sports, and an exclusive UFC partnership could solidify its status as a major player in the industry. What do you guys make of this news? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Michael99.
Brother, if you want your son high-level wrestling, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Number 2 meme was posted by MMA Fan. And number 1 meme was posted by Old Enough. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.